It's your girl, the Celeb, and I'm here at Digiwax with Rah Digga.
Yeah.
Rah Digga make the joint stack, the DJ's blast. Ghetto deeper in the source with the 3-page ad. Watch as the hood rap messiah climbs swiftly. Labels scared to death to let they artists bomb with me. Cause you can sing your thuggest MC and watch me son 'em. The ruggedest bitch don't even rhyme about gunning.
Now let's talk about the state of the Femcee, like in the industry.
Oh, that word!
Right.
I hate that
You
word.
hate that word? What are we talking about? We have to say female MCs.
We are
MCs.
MCs. Just so happen to have vaginas.
All right, MCs that just so happen to have vaginas. Okay, watch somebody pick that up and make a song. Watch that happen. But in essence, it's like they've always been around, but it's always been like a bunch. Like when MC Light was there, we also had Queen. Like when you were there, we also had E. Like when Lil Kim was there, we always had Femcee. We had a variety of chicks. Like one would give you the sexy, one would give you the straight hip hop raw stuff. But now it seems like they only will let one female MC on top at a time. Why do you think that is?
I don't think it's so much they only let one chick at a time. I think what's going on is like a lot of times we tend to gravitate, you know, to the early generation of female MCs, and then what happens is we go through a phase where I think our tolerance level for the music is less than the guys. I mean, we got biological clocks ticking, we got we got all kind of things going on, and it's definitely much harder for females, especially like if you're a mother. It's definitely harder for us to get, you know, into our later years and still want to, you know, run around and beat the streets and things that, you know, that is required in this business. And I think labels now, with recessions and everybody just kind of downsizing in general, I think labels are just scared to really take on that responsibility of, you know, wanting to pay those extra costs for grooming female MCs, or, you know, just dealing with them in general. We're emotional creatures, and this is a male-dominated industry, so I think a lot of times the powers that be just kind of want to save themselves the grief before they even really, you know, give the females a chance. But I do know that, you know, since the 90s, there's definitely been a plummet as far as like the females that you actually get to, you know, hear and see. But I wouldn't say there's a decline of female MCs, because they're definitely out there. I just think the bar has raised for us, and, you know, there's that urban myth that we can't really make it without a male entourage or some sort of affiliation, which, you know, in a sense is sort of true. I mean, we know a lot of females that, you know, that get it popping, you know, behind the scenes, or, you know, under the radar per se, or underground as some would call it. And then it does take that affiliation or that cosign, and then they just kind of, you know, so it is, you know, it is a sad state of affairs. But I think, you know, the best advice I can give the female MCs is just, if you just do what you do and stay true to that, I think you'll have a very, you know, you'll have a longer chance of achieving that longevity and stuff that you wish. I mean, you know, me, case in point, like 10 years later, people still checking for a Rah Digga album, and that's because I wasn't something that was put together by a label, or, you know, I wasn't produced on an assembly line. You know, I'm not a gimmick. I've always been known as an artist, as a lyricist, and people, you know, there's always going to be, you know, an appreciation for that. That's just, you know, a timeless thing. Like, lyrics never go out of style.
Exactly. Now, the BET Awards recently came out with their nominations for Best Female Hip Hop Artist for this year. Have you heard who they are? I'm gonna run them down for you. This is who they nominated this year. It's Esther Dean, Little Kim, Nicki Minaj, Rashida, and Trina. Now, what do you think about these nominations?
Well, I think that being at the state of, you know, where we're at right now, those are pretty much the only females that are, I would say, you know, active in the commercial music community, not necessarily the music community as a whole. I don't understand why Little Kim would be included
Exactly.
in that.
That's what I said.
I mean, I can understand Trina. She just dropped the album. You know, Nicki's hot right now. I wouldn't consider Esther Dean a rapper.
Either. Yeah, like.
I think, you know what? It just goes to show you that there really is like a hurt for, you know, for female rappers. And I think the demand is like, you know, I want to say the demand is up because everywhere you go, everybody, you know, the first thing out of everybody's mouth is what happened to all the female MCs and things. But I think BET is just, you know, again, another one of those commercial outlets that aren't really like digging into, you know, the range of female MCs that are out there and broadening the scope. I think, you know, a lot of those entities just tend to, you know, run with the usual suspects. And, you know, when you got to start digging up R&B singers, you know, for a hip-hop female category, that just goes to show you we dealing with a sad state of affairs right now.
Exactly.